Welcome to Speak English. Dear brothers and sisters, I am a non-native English learners. I can speak a little, but I can't understand properly, right? And I can't read properly. So what can I do? And the most importantly, I am not able to write English correctly. So how can I fix my problems? How can I fix my issue? Isn't there any solution? Yeah, there is a solution. And the solution has been brought by Speak English. So what's the solution? Yeah, there are 10 most important grammar rules for non-native English learners at their beginning stage. So what are the most important grammar rules for the beginners, right? We have to keep in our mind, we can speak, right? There is no obligation of grammar, right? In terms of reading, in terms of speaking. But if we want to write something correctly, we must have to learn grammar, right? So number one, most important grammar rules we have to learn at our beginning stage is subject-verb agreement. We have to ensure that the verb agrees with the subject in terms of number, especially singular and plural. There is some example, right? We can say he works and they work. What's the difference between these two sentences? He works, why not they works? Or if there is they work, so why not he work? We have to fix this problem, right? So to fix this problem, we have to ensure that the verb agrees with the subject in terms of number, right? That is called subject-verb agreement. So number two, use of articles. We have to understand to use an and the before noun. For example, we can say a cat, the cat. What is the difference between a cat and the cat? Yeah, there is an ice cream, and also here the ice cream. Why an ice cream and why the ice cream? What's the differences between? If we want to speak this problem, fix this problem, we have to understand when to use an and the before noun, right? And that is called use of articles. Okay. Number three. Word order. Word order. Generally, English language follows the subject, verb, object, word order, and that is called SVO method of English language, right? But not all the time English follows this. That's why we written here generally. English language generally follows these rules, right? Okay. For example, I eat apple. I am not allowed to write apple, I eat. Apple, I eat. Or I am not allowed to write eat, I, apple, and so on. We have to write I eat apple, right? Okay. So that is called word order. If we want to place the words correctly, we have to learn word order. Number 4. Use of articles, right? We have to understand when to use an. That is number 2. Number 4, pronoun usage. We have to learn how to use pronouns. And the most important and most familiar pronouns are I, you, he, she, it, they, etc. Right? We have to learn how to use these pronouns correctly in sentence, replacing pronoun, right? Pronoun is mainly used replace a noun, right? Why the pronouns are replace noun? Yeah, pronoun replace nouns to avoid the repetition. Suppose Mr. Minhaj is a nice man. He likes me very much. He is from Kolkata. But if I say, Mr. Minhaj is a nice man, Mr. Minhaj likes me very much, Mr. Minhaj is from Kolkata, so it sounds funny, right? To avoid Mr. Minhaj, I have just used he is a nice man, he is from Kolkata. So that is the replace of noun to avoid repetition. Okay, number 5. tense usage, right? We have to learn the basic verb tenses like present, past, and future, and how they are used to express actions in different times, right? We have to learn it. So, tense usage, there are three most important, basically important tense in English: present, past, and future. Suppose I say I live in London, and told I lived in London. And another sentence is I will go to London. So what's the difference between this live and this lived? So if we want to learn if we want to learn the differences of this sentence, we have to learn the basic verb tenses and how they are used to express actions in different times, right? Okay. Tense usage is very, very important. Okay, number 6, prepositions. Prepositions. If we want to make our understanding clear very much, we have to learn prepositions. The most common prepositions are in, on, at, to, for, etc. So we have to understand how prepositions are used to show relationship between words in a sentence, right? So here is some examples. I live at Uttara in Dhaka. Why there we have written at and why there is in? What's the differences between them? If we can fix this problem, if we can understand the differences between at and in, so it will be more easy for us to perceive English language, right? Okay, he is going to school. Why is to school? Why not he is going for school? What's the differences between to and for? So if we understand the differences between them, we have to learn how prepositions are used in a sentence, right? Okay. Number 7, plural forms. We have to learn how to plural forms of nouns functions, right? There are some nouns like child and means only one child. Children means more than one child. And man, M-A-N, is a single person. M-E-N, man, more than one person, right? More than one person. M-E-N, man. Similarly, foot. F-E-E-T, foot, one foot. F-E-E-T, feet, more than one feet. Tooth, one tooth. Teeth, more than one teeth. These are some irregular plurals. These are called irregular plurals. But most nouns make themselves plurals by adding s, yes, or I, es, or sometimes ves. Right. I hope you understand. Most of the nouns make themselves plurals by adding s, yes, ves, or ies. But there are some exceptions like tooth, teeth, man, child, children, and so on. Okay, so if we want to understand the differences between the plural forms and singular forms of noun, we have to learn how to plural forms of nouns functions, right? Okay, so that is the 7th most important grammar rules for the beginners, right? Okay. Now, the most important rules, number 8, adjective placement. Okay. Let me show you an example. She is a girl nice. Is it okay? She is a girl nice. No, never. Rather, I have to write she is a nice girl. So that is called adjective placement. We are not allowed to write house big. We have to write big house, right? He is an honest person. Yeah, grammatically this sentence is correct. But if I write he is a person honest, it is wrong. So that is called the adjective placement. If we want to place the adjective and adverbs correctly, we have to learn adjective placement to fix this problem. Okay. Number 9, degree. Degree. Positive, comparative, and superlative superlative are 3 types of degrees. Okay, let me show you some example. He is a tall boy. He is a tall boy. Okay, he is taller than I. It means I am less tall than him. I am less tall than he. Okay, he is the tallest boy in the class. No other boy is as tall as him, right? Okay, so what's the difference between tall, taller, tallest? Big, bigger, biggest, small, smaller, smallest, beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. What are the differences between these adjectives and adverbs? So if we want to learn what are the differences between tall, taller and tallest, we have to understand how to form and use positive, comparative and superlative degrees or superlative adjectives in a sentence, right? So that is number 9 most important grammar rules for the beginners. Number 10, negation. Negations means to say something negative, right? To say something, cross, not. Okay, so we have to learn how to form negative sentences using not or other negative words like never, no one, nothing, etc. There are some example sentences. I have nothing to say. I will never forgive her. It's very easy. As we are at our beginning stage, so we have to learn the basic English grammar rules, right? Speak English says us, these rules provide a foundation for understanding and constructing basic English sentences. And they also Speak English also said us, practice and reinforcement will help solidify these concepts over time. And I am agree with Speak English. I hope you are too. Okay, thanks for being with us. Soon we will back with some entertaining and exciting content. Till then, take care.